1946 Evinrude Zephyr. It's a 4-cylinder, horizontally opposed, very old design, basically first used in the 1928 quad. I really doubt whether they made any money in this, making it even in the 30s. Peter Hunn's Guide to a Restoration. This is one of the engines to avoid. In fact, it's at the top of the list. The engine's heavy, and it just does not put out a lot of horsepower. This is a 5.2, and compared to that WD 4 Western Auto that I just did, it doesn't put out anywhere near the horsepower. It's pretty anemic. It doesn't run all that great. It's not bad. Some people thought they really ran great, but basically this engine is incredibly complex. It has a 4-stage carburetor. It has a pressurized gas tank. Why? I mean, you know, it needed that feed that was constant. It's just got a lot of problems. It's got primers. It's got intake flash suppressors. It's a complicated engine. It does not have a full gear shift, and it has a metal. I do believe it has a metal slinger, which does do a good job of cooling. The engine does run a little on the hot side, but it cools at low speed as well as high speed, and it's not bad from that standpoint. It's just way too complicated. This engine came from Fred Woolworth, whose father sponsored a lot of racing in the 20s, late 20s, and 30s and 40s and 50s and into the 60s. I don't know, it certainly isn't a racing engine, but this one right here seems to run okay. I was quite pleased at how well it ran. I remember fighting with it, redoing it, and spending a lot of time, but I took it off the rack. It hadn't run for probably 25 to 30 years, and it started right up for me and went nicely. But as I say, does not run for the amount of complexity and stuff. It should run a lot smoother than it does. But it's an interesting engine in itself, and it does go. It's not, like I say, it's not a ball of fire. And for a 4-cylinder, it's really anemic, and it is a heavy engine. But we'll leave it at that. It's on a square stern Old Town, 1935. Good running boat. Runs good with low horsepower, up to 10 horsepower. It planes off fairly easy. Nice boat. Works quite well. You can see it. Down quite well. Still pumping water.